too often, but, you know, for me, I love to see good Samus play, good aggressive Samus play, because the character can really get up in your face. Regardless, though, it will be the VODS Joker here coming up against Sisqui on Dark Samus.
Okay, and here we go. I mean, personally, I'm always a fan of Joker. I love seeing that character on the screen. I think it's one of the coolest additions to the game. But Samus, on the other hand, it's hard not to be a Sisqui fan, because things that this person is able to pull off, you would be like, you wouldn't have thought possible.
Yeah, for sure. It's something about the aerials, right? It's something about these ledge traps that just have you with no place to go. I think VODS realizes that and really is prioritizing some of this gun movement, though. So far, so good, though. I'm liking a lot of the follow-ups with the down air as well. Gets the up air, trying to go for the grappling hook. But if it's one thing that you can try and be careful of, it's the Sisqui forward air, right? It's a very, very safe landing tool because it actually extends really in front. We're going to see the first star send here, though, Flambeau. Sisqui trying to line up for something. And you know what? It didn't KO, but it got rid of at least half that meter right there.
Yeah, I think one of the things that sucks at going up against Samus is the first moment you get put into a ledge trap, do you get caught? If the answer is yes, it feels bad. But we have a sick Tetrakarn coming out, potentially leading to a KO, but not quite enough juice. And Sisqui, I mean, you were talking about that forward air a little bit earlier. Like, that move is hard to deal with.
Yeah, it's super hard, and now VODS is in the Samus edgeguard blender. I like the idea, right, of just getting Arsene back, but you have to be tricky with the way you get back up from stage. I liked the get-up attack there, but it will just be the Samus dash attack that does take the first stock.
Yeah, I mean, Samus got some pauldrons on her. Like, that dash attack really does have quite a bit of oomph to it, but with that said, I mean, no percent taken yet. I think, well, there we go, 11. VODS, I don't know, hasn't found an opening yet. I was going to say, I think he might be able to get this without taking too much damage, but Sisqui is just tacking it all on. But Arsene is here to hopefully mitigate some of the bleeding.
Here we go, though. Down throw, looking for the forward air again. If it's something that's gotten most mileage from Sisqui so far, it's been the forward air. But it is going to be the Arsene aerial that does actually take out Sisqui's first stock. It's definitely not impossible for VODS, but now without Arsene, it's just a little bit harder to get in on Dark Samus.
With that said, though, I mean, already starting off with a pretty decent punish, finds a quick 42 and counting, and still tacking it on. I actually love the use of gun here. The movement does a good job to keep Sisqui in check, and if he wants to go ahead and charge up that charge shot, gets stuttered a little bit and has to start all over.
Ooh, okay, there we go. Finally getting the timing onto the forward air and finds the Rebels guard as well. If we're able to get a cheeky stock with Arsene right here, it would be great for VODS to go into the second game. Whoa. But still, look at that. I mean, already ready to go. Samus dash attack just so strong with or without rage. Still, Arsene, though, going to ensure safety and the AA gun as well. Here we go, though, still just shooting the gun here. Finally, though, recognizing forward air is coming and just throwing out something to stop the momentum.
Yeah, I mean, actually, at this point, VODS has done it all, right? We brought it back. Sure, this screw attack's in the KO, but considering where this stock started for VODS, you come back, you get the stock, things are even Steven.
I liked how both of them adjusted their masks at the same time during the star KO. That was just like something little.
Keep your germs away.
Regardless, though, Sisqui holding on to this lead really well. It's not over for VODS, though. You can tell what they want. They want that very strong back air, but the up B out of shield. The Samus all reliable here. It's so good. It's such a good get-off-me tool. Now Arsene is here. Let's see what's going to happen. There's the forward throw. We're going for the Aegon once again, but now here comes the gun movement. I feel like a lot of the times, people don't realize how good gun is.
I'm saying.
It's not only a way to disrupt your opponent, but it's a good movement option when you have it with Arsene, too.
Yeah, it's like one of those things where it's like, shoot or shoot, bro. You know? Use the bullets. Granted, with that said, a lot of damage has been taken from VODS, but was kind of in a similar position last stock and was able to bring it back, but doesn't have Arsene here to kind of farm for back air, so gonna have to play a little bit more honest to try to find this KO.
Yeah, there's the F tilt. If it's at the ledge, I think at this point, and here comes Arsene. What a timing, too, from VODS. That's like that Wild West standoff where it's like, all right, shoot, I got you. Oh, but the dash attack, that's 3 for 3, I believe, on the dash attacks there coming out for Sisqui, and that is going to be game 1 going on over to him. But, I mean, VODS is keeping it close. This is definitely a player that I know can... Yeah, 1, a 2, 3.
You know, full Tootsie Roll out. I mean, no, one was a screw attack. One was a screw attack.
My bad. Here comes the DMs. Like, I can't believe
I know.
This,
oh, my
right?
God. Such a terrible commentator. Who let them on the mic? Like... please keep your misogyny at home. Like, I'm sitting here.
Has to be misogyny. Oh my god. Regardless, though, we're going into game 2. Vitz versus Sisqui. We're going to Hollow Bastion. So we want to utilize this center platform for getting some roll punishes, right? With that Arsene up smash, things are going to be looking good. But I know that Sisqui can also use this platform for movement very well, using the up B out of shield as he just did.
Right to the platform, and you get to mix up. Am I going to land on it? Am I not? And it catches people. Doesn't matter how good of a player you are. You can be MK Leo. That mix-up is still viable.
Very true. Okay, still, we're seeing some good neutral between both players as Arsene is now out on the field. I'm liking how Sisqui is kind of mixing up between smaller charge shots and bigger ones, right? Like, not just going for the big one every single time, but going for the disrupt with the small ones here. There's the down throw into the up air. It's not going to be enough, but now Sisqui is just trying to find a way to get back on stage. There's the gun movement. Ooh. I am loving the idea of the Tetracard to stop the screw attack, but Sisqui getting the reversal, and that's got to be a big thorn in Vitz's side.
Yeah, people always kind of forget that Samus is also pretty tall. Those legs are long and will catch you out if you try to do a cheeky move like that near the blast zone. And Sisqui really extending this lead, but for how long? We've seen this Rebels guard come out quite a few times. A Tetrakarn here, Makar-Karn there, but like, is it worth? I wonder as Vitz uses his percentage as a resource.
Yeah. Okay, looking for the F-tilt once again with Arsene. That could have been the stock here. But you can tell Sisqui just going on a tour of the stage at that point, just trying to find a way to feel a little bit more comfortable. I like Vitz's idea of trying to get the ledge trump, but it will be the Arsene up there that does actually take that stock, as now we're going to have to win in neutral just a couple more times.
Okay. I like the B reverses that we're seeing. Beautiful conversion to the charge shot as well. It actually led to a tech chase, which is wild. Sisqui unable to find the follow-up off of that, but manages to find a screw attack a little wee bit later.
Okay, still just trying to get the shield. I like the Nair out of shield, and I like more coming out from Vitz right now. Unfortunately, though, we've lost the timing on Rebels guard, summing some of the charge shots here, but now Sisqui, unfortunately, going to be able to get into position for Vitz. Ooh. 121 good air dodge. It should be good to get back if you're Vitz, but now Vitz, you need to use this Arsene to the max right now, but it just doesn't look like Sisqui wants to let you do that.
Okay, gets a grab into a little conversion there. Let's see what the ledge trap is like. A beautiful shield on the get-up attack, but can't let the shotgun rip there.
Yeah, had the right idea with falling with the back air, but unfortunately for Sisqui, or unfortunately for Vitz, Sisqui was just a little bit tricky with it. Still, though, I'm loving the mix-up. Instead of going for the charge shot, just going for the grab, expecting it there, mixing up your opponent. Ooh. Once again, this is one of the best for a reason.
Okay. Now, what's the answer going to be? As we've seen, Vitz actually did a pretty decent job with that Arsene, and we'll probably be able to go ahead and maybe see two. No, the dash attack has been such a boon for Sisqui in this matchup. Has caught Vitz so many times. And look at this! Up tilt, up smash, big value.
Yeah, huge, huge, huge value here. There is the aerial out of shield, though. Vitz trying to line up potentially for an aerial still, but Sisqui still stuck on the ledge. Every single time, Flambeau, that Vitz takes these charge shots with Arsene, it's just hurting and hurting more.
Yeah, and at this point, Arsene is gone. May not even get another one to use this set, as another screw attack carries Vitz toward the top blast zone, gets caught by the forward air. Dash attack will KO now, and Sisqui so oppressive with this movement off stage. Another screw attack, still not enough, but surely, despite the staleness, the final blow is found.
Yeah, wow. I mean, that was a long one. 3 minutes and 11 seconds left. It's just, once again, when you're playing against a tempo maker like Samus, these sets do not go easy. Not only do you have to fight against a zoner, but then you have to take the tempo back into your hands. And especially for a character like Samus, it is so easy for her to reset and then just be like, all right, well, you know what, I don't feel like going in just yet. Or, you know what, let me just charge up and then I'll feel like going in.
You really have to, I mean, I think you said it best, Lyric. You have to get in there and you have to control the beat for at least like 2 verses. You know what I mean? Like you gotta spit in the time that you got, because that might be the only time you have for a while. But we're gonna see if in game 3, Vitz can make the proper adjustments. We've seen a fair amount of 3-0s today, right? We saw 1 game 4, I believe, in the duration of our set, or block rather. And other than that, the person who's been seeded to win has more or less been able to secure it. We've had 3-0s and they were close. I'd like to see another 3-1 or potentially just a 3-2.
Maybe even a game 5 as well. We're going to see Arsene already out on the table here, as now Vitz finally finding a mark with an Aegon here. But now look, once again, Sisqui, the tempo maker, saying, you know what, I don't feel too comfortable yet. Let me just wait for you to come in. Honestly, you're Arsene. You don't really have to necessarily go in. You have long-range tools that can stop this. But now Sisqui going to just roll in and roll away. I'm not ready to go in yet. But honestly, Vitz doing a really good job of mixing up the movement as well. The attack not online just yet, looking for the forward air, but I'm loving the way now that Vitz is backing up, but still throwing out what they need to.
Yeah, I mean, this is as close as it gets for the beginning stocks here. I mean, 113 to 147, and what a sick counter to go ahead and get yourself. Arsene from Vitz was already in the KO ranges and said, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna go ahead and counter. Ended up losing the stock anyway, but I think the play in isolation was sick.
Yeah, I feel like we've seen Vitz in this situation a lot, right? Right idea, a little off on the execution, Sisqui top playering and saying, you know what if I just were to reverse that right now?
Yeah, Uno reverse card coming out in full effect. You know, you got a +3, I got a +4. But with that said, I mean, like, I feel as if the way Vitz has been playing this matchup has been thinking about the charge shot as a resource. You know, I'm going to get hit by it a few times, but I'm going to tank it, charge up my Arsene meter, and then use Arsene to the best of my ability to go ahead and try and push things into my favor. Has it worked out? Sometimes. Other times, not so much, but that's the Sisqui zone speaking.
The Sisqui zone. Here we go, though. Sisqui 163 on the verge of just 3-stocking and taking it home 3-0. Good first parry. Unfortunately, cannot get the rest. The screw attack not going to be enough. Good jump over, but Arsene is going to be offline, presumably, for a little bit longer here, as Vitz unable to just squeeze out one stock so far here. Had the right idea with the back air, but the forward airs coming out from Sisqui have been so tight.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, looking a little bit, I can't front. It's looking a bit rough for Vitz right now. I mean, it's tough, but we'll see if he can bring it back. But Sisqui at this point at 209 max rage, dash attack starting to look a bit scary. But yeah, I mean, if you don't punish that one, you're throwing.
That's like Smash 101, honestly. Like, you gotta be able to punish a free-falling move. But this may have given Vitz a little bit of motivation here. Sisqui, though, on the verge of getting this game here. All you have to do is just get the right read, going for the shield damage, and gets just the slide in reverse up smash. It was looking a little bit stylish from Sisqui, hailing from EU. And honestly, one of the best Dark Samuses to do it out there.
Yeah, no, I mean, that was, what a way to end the set, right? Like, I mean, just completely new. So the back hit of this up smash is going to hit you. I'm going to make it a little bit safer for myself. And I mean, Vitz had several moments of brilliance, I'd say, throughout the set, but just a lot of the players we've had to commentate today but just haven't had enough juice, enough sauce, or the strong enough punish game to really take it all the way.
Yeah, absolutely. A good showing. This is definitely a good VOD to study for sure. That's kind of the perks of playing on screen at a major. You get commentators that are like, yeah, maybe like this interaction would have worked a little bit differently if you did this. But also, you know, you get some good study material. Definitely, once again, Vitz, a name that I haven't heard too often.
220.
So maybe, yeah, 220, man. There's a lot of iron in the armor. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, no, that's true. It ain't armor if it don't work.
Very true. All right, y'all. Well, before we head into a break, let's once again talk about what we got. We got some sick Fire merch presented to you. You can go to start